Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Natty G, and welcome to the West Coast Grow Off channel here on YouTube. And right now, I'm gonna introduce a little couple of cats who I feel really bring a little noise to the game. Um, yeah, check them out. Here you go. And they really represent, Europe, and they really laying it down. Check it out.
And you know what it is, man. It's the original down at West Coast King, man. The game, and I'm in the motherfucking building with the homeboys cartel. First gangster rap duo out of motherfucking Sweden. They hold it the fuck down just like I do. Black gang, you know.
So I'm sitting there checking them cats out, right? And I'm like, man, for real, who is these cats? And I was like, these cats is no joke. They can fuck with us any day.
Du är en hora, du tror att du är smart. Vi börjar golfen, någon vill börja drömma snart. Inga bevis, ingen gris. Jag får ha, du får komplex och operera för smart. Dålig förlorare kan inte se min lina. Hitlatera bevisning, vi ser på en tia. Med all teknik, GPS, puckning in i lyckas. Mina bröder bär på Kalle Mass och vi lyckas försvåra för er. Vi är inga amatörer. Ni vill ju ha något på oss och ni bara försöker. Vi tar ju hela showen. Vi tar över så ni försöker få oss att bli informatörer. Vi kan inte klandra er för
Alright, big pimpin', alright, big pimpin'. I don't need you just like teeing off on the whole team left around over here. So, what's really been cracking is we've been having to figure out how we're going to host this grow off and where the grow off going to be at and, all the rules and regulations of it. And, so I kind of like figured out I just kind of like need to make me a page that just really addresses like the grow off, like where we're not talking about how to like be cool or be friends, you know what I'm saying?
What up?
We talking about
the party's going on. Thank God it's Friday.
I'm trying to rank some heads up here in this West Coast Grow Off. So we've had to sit down and get some rules kind of like together, you know what I'm saying, and kind of divulge in and discuss and figure out which way we gonna go with it, right? So if we gonna keep their heads ringing, we gotta kind of like cut it down a little more. Right here we go. Check it out. Now, light this blunt up. You better get up out of your chair. So, my experience from like dealing with like sticky and grower weed plants, right? A lot of things wasn't really like put out there. So, it's kind of a little minor list if you're going to get up on this West Coast Grow Off after, you know what I'm saying, me and grower weed plants tee off here, you know what I'm saying, because these are all things going to be established after this grow off so we can have more of a, more put together little grow off, right? So if you want to enter this grow off or any future grow offs, you have to, you got to figure out which one you want to be in first, because you know what I'm saying, you have to express the arena of the grow off that you wish to enter. Either it be the example like, you know what I'm saying, do you want to be in the grow off like soil versus soil, nutrients versus nutrients, you know what I'm saying, CFL, you know what I'm saying, versus HPS, or metal halide versus HPS, you know what I'm saying, like you have to disclose, you know what I'm saying, or claim what type of fight, you know what I'm saying, you want to get involved with, alright? Then of course you want to go ahead and start discussing, you have to list the nutrients that you will be using. When I say list them, you have to list them all and the price of them. And on most of you, if there's any questions that a sub or a viewer or someone wants to know about that product or the ingredients in that, you have to freely give that information up. There'll be no like duck and cover type shit around here. Let alone do you have to like break it down. You have to say how long you've been using the nutrients and why you selected that line. Like, so if you selected, like I selected Sanctuary Botanics, right? I'm running Sanctuary Botanics because it was designed for medical marijuana and it's 100% organic and 100% chemical free. And the pots that I'm using are virgin plastic and, you know what I'm saying, are biodegradable, will break down over time, blah, 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 blah. It has to be more than, you have to educate the masses. Don't just, this is what I'm growing, here's a picture of it. No, we're not, that's not a grow off, that's a show off. A grow off is different from a show off. Coleman and them like to do show offs and shit. We're going to do grow offs around here. Alright, so you discuss how long you use this product, and you have to show the email of you telling the company that you are representing them in this grow off. Yeah, you have to let the company know that you are using their shit in this grow off. I trust me in this one. It will be beneficial for you in the long run. I promise you. All right. Um, then you got to list your lighting. For you know what I'm saying, how many lights you're using, what lights you're using, what bulbs you're using, what ballasts you're using. Yeah, we're gonna have to be real in detail on, you know what I'm saying, on these grow offs. You know what I'm saying, like the king of fluorescence. If you look at his little page, you know what I'm saying, like on his little description, dude gets very descriptive in that, and he is a very good example on, you know what I'm saying, how to kind of like break your shit down and how you need to expose it. Um, I'll also include your venting and any extra electrical that you have done. Because you got to remember, a lot of people are going to be watching this grow off and they're going to want to see who the hound in is, you know what I'm saying, who's the dog, who's the big one, you know. And a lot of people are going to try to recreate this shit. And if they're going to recreate it, make sure they recreate it right, you know what I'm saying. Now, what else we got up in here? Okay. Okay, you already know you have to list the exact size of your grow area that you'll be using to compete and grow off with. Like Grow Replants got a 4x4, I got a 5x5, you know what I'm saying? He's letting me get away with a 1 foot square round, whatever, okay? But if you're using a grow tent, list what type of grow tent you're using, the size and the schematics of it, how much you paid on it, or roughly. You definitely have to discuss the soil medium or the medium you'll be using, because eventually here we're going to get it to where, I can't expose that. It's going a little too far. My bad, I'm sorry. You have to disclose the soil you'll be using, what type of soil, the company that made the soil, what's in the soil, if you put any amendments to the soil, like Grower Wheat Plants is doing his Subcool / his own growers mix, you know what I'm saying? So, and how he listed all the shit that he put in there. Everybody kind of like, you have to do the same, you know. Even if you just have to print, you have to put the bag up there and show the bag, you know what I'm saying? Everybody got to know what you're using and how it's going. Yeah, I don't know if I might get in trouble for that one. I might get in trouble for that. Let's go back over here. Talk about the soil and like how long you've been using the soil. Like, we really want to try to figure out. We're trying to get a baseline of, you know what I'm saying, what's going on, because the grow offs that we have today are going to set the ones that be coming down the line, and you better believe people are picking up these grow offs left and right. And we want to kind of like set the standard so it turns into, keep it a grow off and not a show off. So also talk about the pots you're using, if you're going to use plastic, or if you're going to use geopots, or you're going to use smart pots. What type of pots are you going to use? What size? Shit like that. Oh, and when it comes down to the, you never know. I'm not going to say, you know, after both parties have picked to select, you know, same strains, somebody might want to, you know what I'm saying, take a indica versus a sativa, or it might be a fight of the hybrids, you know what I'm saying. There's going to be different things, so both parties have to agree on the strains that will be involved in that grow off. So I'm not going to pigeonhole nobody saying that both parties have to have the same. No, because it's going to come to a point where motherfucker going to be like, nah, man, my such and such is better than your such and such. You know what I'm saying? So cats need to have that freedom to go back and forth with their shit. And we need to leave enough room in our grow off to grow and expand. Of course, you got to agree on how many plant counts y'all will be doing. You know what I'm saying? I think we're doing 5 or 9. I have no idea. I'm not sure. It doesn't bug me either which way to go. But make sure you guys agree on the number. Agree on whether or not, you know what I'm saying, you're going to just, what type of feeding schedule you're going to use. Are you only going to use a pour, or are you going to allow foliar spray? You know, these are different things that need to come up that can give different people an edge over one another. And if we don't discuss it and get it out there, people can be taking advantage of it and be cheating, and we don't want to get that. So we want to cover as much stuff as we feasibly can. When the contenders step into the ring and agree on everything, when it comes down to vegging time, you're going to want to both agree on how long you want to veg. So if such and such is used to vegging, you know what I'm saying, for, you know what I'm saying, like 9 weeks, and such is only used to doing it for 7, y'all both going to have to come to a agreement on what, you know what I'm saying, it is. Like, you both have to agree. And there has to be some negotiation, arbitration, and mediation to keep those, you know what I'm saying, to keep it straight. And that right there is kind of like the bare bones of the grow off. I do have a special area in the grow off for those type of cats who just, you know what I'm saying, like all or nothing, balls to the wind type shit. It's called the anything goes arena. It's all of that. It's anything goes. And you don't have to disclose shit other than the nutrients you're using. Now, when you're shooting a video, you don't have to talk about the feeding or anything. You just have to show a consistent video, and there can be all the shit talking, all the melee, but you have to disclose it from the gate. It's the anything goes round. You know what I'm saying? You have to disclose that from the gate. Once it's been disclaimed that anything goes, like anything goes. You know what I'm saying? Anything goes. Shit talking, hollering, jeering, jarring, all that other crap. Just make sure that when you're involved in any form of the grow off that you are updating all the time. That you are updating, you know what I'm saying? All the time. You have to be able to show these people a consistent show. It's a grow off. Not, you know what I'm saying? This is what it looked like week 1. This is what it looked like week 2. No, we need to see consistent movement in this. We need to see what you're doing, how you're doing it, the growth and structure of the plant, the style of the plant, you know what I'm saying, how you treating the plant. Because if we just watching, you know what I'm saying, seeing you once a week or whatever, you know what I'm saying, we not really seeing shit. We want to see how you treating them plants. We want to see the quality control of the gardens. And that's basically kind of like how we gonna kind of start shooting this grow off. Other than that, you know, make sure you educating the people who's watching. Nobody wants to sit here and watch you spin donuts in the parking lot. It's folks that want to know how you driving it, how you spinning it, when's the proper way to lean into it, you know what I'm saying, when it's cool to open the door, you know what I'm saying, when it's not cool, you know. So this grow off can be really, really fun. It can be really, really educational, and we can be some shit talking motherfuckers, and we can get everything out there. You feel me? Like, I see it's interesting how everybody go on a whole bunch of everybody other pages start hating. Like, you wanted a fight ring? Welcome to the grow off. Stop all that bitch biting and all that shit talking, you know what I'm saying, over there, and get your ass in the ring. Show everybody what's really up, how you really get down. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody want to hear you talk. We want to hear it get down. We want to get educated about it. Then, you know what I'm saying, we get to it at the end. Now, I understand that some subs, and you know what I'm saying, want to know where they can get all this stuff at, you know, and some people in the grow off won't be able to disclose who they are, where they are, blah, 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 blah. But you have to get one of your homies, whatever, however you can pull it off. Me, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to try to keep always going to get my shit tested and just let random motherfuckers smoke it and record it so you can see how it looks, right? But you have to have like a third-party tester. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you can get a viewer from your area to smoke it. Get a viewer from your area to come to you, smoke your shit that you grew, so they can say, yeah, I smoked it, and this is what I, and it's shoot a little video and upload it. You know what I'm saying? And that way we can kind of keep it fair. I haven't figured out how motherfuckers can get like rewards just yet without getting in trouble. So basically, you're just gonna be able to have like the big shit talking banner of like, you know, I whipped your ass in the grow off, take that punk. That's what you basically get now until we figure out how to get these other folks involved in it, and we can make it official. All right. So it's your boy, NatGeo4Gummape.com, hanging out here on the West Coast Grow Off on YouTube. Hopefully you guys got a better understanding of what's going on with this grow off. And if you guys don't, and you guys got some questions that you want to ask me or want to learn about, or, you know what I'm saying, think that we need to do, get at me. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can make this grow off officially beastly. You know what I'm saying? And people can stop all that, like, bitch talking and all the extra time that they using for all this hating and all this other shit, even dirty comments. We can put some growing up, you know what I'm saying, and like let all that talking go, and we can put some actions out there, and we can see what's really cracking with everybody. So if you feel you got the heart, the nuts, or the ovaries to step into a grow off, feel free to challenge anybody, anywhere, anytime, including me, and get your ass over here in the grow off and see what you're really talking about. Less talking, more growing.